Oh, is that going? Is that going? Okay, it's going. Okay. Speed run. Wait. Okay, we're good. Hi. Welcome back. It's been a minute. I'm not sorry. I've been reluctant to make a video, and I'm still not gonna edit this. So, I'll not waste your time and I'll be quick. I wanted to make this like 2 weeks ago, and before the new year happened, and that didn't happen. Because last year, I know I did like a, hey, here's what I did this year, or I don't know, something like that. So I thought I would go over my goals from last year and see how I held up, if I did it, whatever, and what I wrote down for this year. Exciting stuff, right? This is you have to hear this. Apologize for the mess, whatever. So I'll jump right into it. Okay, 2025. Here's the stuff that I wrote down. Read more books. I said I wanted to read 6 or more. And I didn't make that. I got 4 and a little bit. Yeah, so surprise, one of them for this year is to also try and get, again, 6 books, which sounds like a measly amount, but I don't read enough as much as I should, so 6 books is a lot for me. Okay, number 2 was, I said N2 or N3. I guess I wrote that. The timeline's not adding up, but I did pass N3. I did not bother with N2 because I didn't get into the lottery quick enough, whatever. So, no surprise, N2 for this year. I'm going to try and lock in a lot more and study more and whatever, yeah, all that. Learn a new skill / invest in something new, a hobby. I'm gonna call that one like not really, didn't really do that one. I feel like going back to gymnastics doesn't really count as a new skill. Yes, you could say I learned a new skill, but like, I don't know. I don't think there's anything skill-wise, whatever, hobby that was like, I guess I started taking more pictures and I did some film stuff, which I guess is new, but like I don't know. So we'll put a question mark on that one. So we're like 1.5 for 3 so far. Excuse me. 4th thing, I said coffee business ? And I wrote down a note, sorta ? We did 2 pop-ups, so like that's a kind of a win, I guess, in some way. So we're 2 for 4. This is from the personal section, like kind of just like life things, I guess, I don't know. I said work away, that didn't happen. I said write more, journal more, kinda, I did good for like, I was in a good streak for like, from like July, maybe, to like October, and then I went to homecoming, I don't even know if I brought my note, but whatever. From there, it never came back, so I wrote this for this year, journal something daily, and I've kept up, so we're doing good there. And then I said volunteer, which I did. I guess two instances. So I did volunteered with the Global Language Network, which really I was just a doorman, so I didn't really do much, but I volunteered. More exciting, I started pacing for the run club that I go to, so I guess you can count that as volunteering, but like informally formal, I don't know, like I sign up and stuff, so yeah, we'll call that one a win. So how many was that? 3, 6, 7, what was that, like maybe like 2.5, maybe like a 50% on that first one. I wrote down like stuff that I wanted to do with Sophia that we have not done any of these, like a scrapbook, so I gotta get on that one. Oops. That's okay. Travel stuff. I feel like this one was kind of like just travel somewhere. Went to Korea. Bing. So that one's that one. Financially. What did I write down? I wrote down loans. Build up some savings. And I said property question mark? As if I could afford any form of property. Okay, so I'll say 2 for 3 for that one. I'll keep that one a little more covered for now, I guess. I don't know. Not so exciting for those ones. But so those that, and then the last one was like fitness and like physical stuff, which was like the biggest category. If you didn't know already, like I'll run you through. I pretty much got all of them because that was like the only thing that I focused on really. I think if anything that I learned, all of my hey, do these things next year, my huge big things to do went all down here to physical. So high rocks, check. Cherry blossom, 10 miler, check. Rock and roll half, check. I said pike press, and then I wrote down oof because that did not happen. So I like, L sit on the floor. I want to try and do that, but maybe that'll happen. I don't know. 50M, check. Triathlon redemption, question mark? Did not happen. You need to give me a lot of money to go back into the water like that. 100K, question mark? 'Cause when I wrote this, I was like, oh, how much more of an ask could it be? Not thinking that it would be much more of an ask. So I said, lol. This was like the week after I got back. I was like, lol, no. And then I wrote down, as I was like reviewing this, I said kinda, because the bike ride that we did was like, I guess 100K. A little 90, however much 90 miles is in kilometers. 150? I don't know. So like, I guess I didn't specify what by what means cover 100 kilometers. I know that when I originally wrote it down, I was thinking running, but that sounds like a half. Marine Corps, that was a question mark originally because I wasn't sure if I wanted to do everything, but I did it anyways. And I said plus PR with a smiley face, and I said again in parentheses, but anything would have been. And then Sophia also wrote down a Spartan for her thing, and she did a Spartan. And then I guess the mantra, I don't like the word mantra, but I'm gonna use it because that's kind of what I wrote down at the bottom for stuff, for things for me to like, on the off chance that I looked at this. Problem number 2 actually, excuse me, was be present, challenge yourself, seek change. I know I'm kind of being like poking at it, like, oh, this is like silly, haha, that I like wrote down, but I tried. I put thought into it, and I'd give myself like a 6 out of 10 on that one. I feel like the challenge one definitely got hit. The seek change bit, kinda. The present part, I feel like got away from me. Like, I don't know. I feel like it was always like, what's next, and not really like, again, being right here. So, which brings us to my goals for 2026, which is much shorter for the reason of, if I give myself 10,000 things to try and do this year, I'm not gonna do it. So, so far, this is somewhat ongoing, so I wasn't sure if there's anything else I want to put in here. 6 books, talked about that. N2, lock in, and study journal, we covered that one. Number 3 on this list, this is in no particular order either, this is just off dome, was to get 8 hours of sleep. And let's check real quick. Yesterday, I'll let you know that I got 6 hours and 53 minutes, so it's not looking great. But my weekly average also isn't looking great. I got 7.5 hours of sleep on average this week. So, yeah, I didn't say I have to be perfect right now, but it's a goal. I understand I need to sleep more, and whatever. You should. I hope this is still recording because I don't want to repeat this again. Yesterday I was like looking at myself in the mirror. I'm sidetracking. I'm sorry. My bags were like, it was really bad. And then I kept the same like 3-phrase like punchline, whatever, at the bottom to like, I don't know, like little things to keep the steady beat going. And I kind of kept the same structure too of like be this whatever. So I said be open. I think to like, I'm trying to remember why I wrote some of these things. Like I think to like continuing with like the being present narrative, like just, I don't know, be open to like change, possibilities, differences, things against the norm. I don't, like just try not to like react so hard. This one came to me like a couple weeks ago. I'll try and be quick with this one. Came to me like a couple weeks ago when I was running, because I was like, oh man, I feel like I'm always like doing something, like working out or whatever. Why am I always working out? And what I, at least conclusion that I reached was like, I think still comes back to like body issues and image issues and that stuff. So like, that's part of it, which like isn't anything new. The, I guess, revelation that I had was like, I feel like that my like workout routine, whatever, is like, doesn't really bleed, or it bleeds into like my non-workout time. So like if I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go down to the gym for like an hour, somehow it still like seeps into like the rest of my life. Like, oh, like I'm stretching and stuff, and like maybe doing like some other stretching later, then like maybe doing like something over here beforehand. So it's like, it's always like, there's never, I felt like a clear like blocks of time for it. So I wanted to like be more intentional about like listening, or be more intentional about like, hey, like this is the time that I'm gonna work out right here, and that's it. Like, like no need to be so like uptight about like looking a certain way and this, that, and the other. So all that to come around, the second mantra, whatever the fuck I said, love yourself. Whatever, moving on. And then thing 3, I said seek growth, kind of similar with the seek change, but it felt a little bit different, where like change was kind of like embrace new thingies. This one felt more like embrace new things in a direction. Yeah. And I left the 5th bullet point open because I still don't really have like, I feel like there's like still something left to go here, but one thing that like hasn't really gotten put down completely was like stuff with photography or something else. I don't know yet, but that was like the initial like, oh, you're something else. I don't know, because yeah, I think to everyone's sorry, I just ate dinner, so I'm like burping it back up. To everyone's I don't know the word, like relief, there's nothing physically insane on here that I would set out to do. Will that change? I hope not, because I think there's no need to necessarily, but maybe next year. I don't know. So we'll see about that one. Obviously, I might still like do like a race or two or something. I should have signed up for the rock and roll like when they had the deal for it, because now it's like $150-$60 when it was like 100. Or maybe I'll like try and find something else, because like I know last year or maybe 2 years ago, I don't know, I was like, I want to go to like a jiu-jitsu class or whatever. I don't know, I think it would be cool. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll try and make an effort to do that. And then the other one was one of my coworkers. I'm just checking if this is still going. Yeah, it's okay. One of my coworkers says they like rock climb, and I know everyone's always like, "Hey, you should rock climb. You should rock climb, and you'd be really good at it." So, want to try and do that maybe. So yeah, if you're curious, okay, so there's another thing that I skipped over with regards to the books, because I figured like I didn't know how much time I would have. If you're curious, hey, what books did you read this year or last year? Let me pull them out low key. Here's 2 of them, and then where's the other one? Excuse me. I don't know where it is. Is it over here? What the heck? Where'd it go? I don't know. So let me find who the author is of the other one, unless it's like down here. It's not down there. Oh, sorry. I meant this to be quick. Okay, so the first book I read last year, was The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. And then I read this book, The Tatami Galaxy by Tomihiko Morimi, 1984. Sorry. And then this one, The Spirit Catches You and You Fall Down, by Anne Fadiman. And then I started Robin Hobb's Assassin's Apprentice. Did not finish it. Yeah, no. But I'm still working on it right now, and maybe I might not count it for this year's tally, but I'm still, at the rate that I'm going, I might just count it as this year's. Yeah, I started a couple other stuff, I think, also, but I never really finished those. Like, I know this book is still down here, and this would be good for this year's goal with this book, but it's so much work. Like, I probably spend like half an hour. I already spend like half an hour. Okay, maybe not so much anymore, but I would spend like 10 minutes on a page probably, like a book over there. I would spend like half an hour, maybe like an hour on just one page, which I feel like is just like spending an hour on like a paragraph in a book. Whatever. We'll figure it out. But yeah, that's it. So cheers to 2026 and to a new year. Woohoo! Okay, that's it. Bye.